Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me on this Thursday afternoon. This is Reverend Jill Carey from Unity of Wimberley. First of all, I want to thank all of you for your prayers and support last week. When I appeared here for Facebook Live, I was on my way to see Bill in the hospital, and he is back in his apartment now in senior living, and he's stabilized and doing well. So thank you very much for your prayers. I'm sitting outside on my porch right now in the shade just to kind of get a check for what it's like. And not unsurprisingly, it's still really hot. We're having a very, very hot summer here in the southern and southwestern part of the United States. And it got me thinking about how we're going to do this. They're saying that it's going to be as bad here in Texas as it was in 2011. That was a very uncomfortable summer. And the phrase came to me that's very simple but profound in 12-step programs, life on life's terms, which is a good way for us to live. It's a simple phrase, but it's not always easy to do. So I just converted that today to nature on nature's terms, because we can treat the extremes of weather, the changes in our climate, like we treat everything else that comes to us in our lives, all of our life circumstances. Life on life's terms means that we are non-resistant, that we don't try to push the river. We flow along with it, and we adjust to the changes, and we maintain a sense of serenity and peace around the things that are going on as much as we're capable. So this summer in our heat, we can either complain about it and resist it and blame whatever we want to blame about it, and we can do all of that. But in the end, what good does that do us? It just makes us more upset. And, you know, when we complain, it probably raises our body temperature, which doesn't help at all. So what I'm suggesting that we do is something I wrote about in our newsletter for the church this last Monday, which is to slow down, to breathe, to stay cool, to stay hydrated, to avoid places and people as much as possible where we're too crowded, too irritated, too warm, too impatient, and to flow with the current circumstances. It's just a much easier way to live, and it allows us to be present to the moment, which is just vital to our healthy living. So I'll be outside here for a few moments and enjoy the relatively low humidity for a few moments, and then I'll go back inside, plan my errands accordingly so that I don't put myself in situations where I can avoid it to become irritated and impatient with the heat and with people in the heat. And I know this is a very simplified lesson, but it's good for all of us to do. I did compare the idea that in the winter, it's easy for us to hibernate, to get snuggled in our warm clothes by our fireplaces if we have them when it's cold outside, and to be more reflective. But we can also do the same when the heat forces us to slow down. If you've ever been to countries that are closer to the equator, the people move at a different pace. They're just a little bit slower. They take things a little more easily. Some countries, they even nap in the heat of the day. So if we're able to do that, that's a good thing to do. Get someplace cool and relax for a little while. So just as you take life on life's terms, take nature on her terms. She nurtures us. She provides for us. And so it's good for us to cooperate wherever we can for the peace of the world, for our own peace of mind. So I thank you for joining me today. I'll be back again next Thursday at 1 o'clock Central Daylight Time. Thank you for supporting Unity of Wimberley. I'll see you next week. Stay cool. Bye.